This episode of Ask Your Dad is brought to you by the coronavirus. No, just kidding. Well, kinda. Everybody's getting a little antsy about this coronavirus. You know, you go to Costco and there is no toilet paper or bottled water left. And it's causing rates to go down on mortgages. So it's actually a great time to refinance or, you know, pull out a HELOC or buy a house. So once again, you know, rates are crazy low. They said the lowest they've been in 8 years. So give Cameron Jensen at First Colony Mortgage a call. His number is 801-471-4101. Again, his NMLS number is 1557102. And, you know, you can get coronavirus, but you could also refinance your house. So great time to be alive. So anyways, give him a call one more time. That phone number, 801-471-4101.
Ask your dad.
Welcome to Ask Your Dad. This is episode 8. We have 3 gentlemen here today, all with offspring. We're going to go through and introduce yourselves and tell us how many kids you have, your name, your social security number, address, and your mother's maiden name. If you could just hurry them.
Fantastic. Hey, this is Ty Workman. I've got 2 kids, a girl 6, boy 4. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, okay. That's what
Most of the time.
Start of the episode.
Most of the time.
Okay, good.
Do you want more than that?
Still trying to show that he's a good dad.
They're great.
All right. This is Jake Taylor. I currently have 2 kids. I have a daughter, 4 years old, a son. I absolutely hate my voice.
No, I know it's bad.
This is Jake Taylor.
It's not bad. It sounds bad to yourself.
Hey, Daddy, this is Jake Taylor. I have one daughter, 4 years old, a son, 2 years old, and then we have twins on the way.
Two more girls.
Yeah, 2 more girls. So we're so pumped.
So screwed.
So pumped.
Oh, that's unreal.
And I'm Nate Fulmer. I've got 3 kids, 5-year-old girl, 2-year-old boy, and 1-year-old girl.
Okay, sweet. 2 Nates. So, this is something Nate and I, both of Nate's talked about earlier. A couple of the big trends going around, we just want to make people aware. The first is the meme that's going around with the onesie, with the guy wearing the onesie.
I was dying at that
You
one,
sent
dude.
me that says, what does it say? This is what all the guys wear that eat boneless wings.
That order boneless buffalo wings, because I always make fun of you for ordering boneless buffalo
This
wings.
mustache can't handle bone. Okay, in any shape or form, food, anything. So, but it's a onesie. It's literally a t-shirt,
like a polo.
and then the polo in the bottom of it is just like a snap diaper. It's too funny. I'll have to show it to you.
The best thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then someone else put that up today, and it said like, this is what everybody, all the men that do stand-up paddleboarding dress like this. That's pretty funny.
Okay, so far, I worship boneless wings and I have a paddleboard.
You do not have a paddleboard.
So we probably take it easy.
We got to get you one of those onesies, bro.
It's too funny, just a snap. And then the other funny, I think Tank Sinatra posted this, was like new dads are like dressing in new dad gear. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
it's like
with like the New Balance sneakers and yeah.
It says like new dad putting on his first attire, and it's like a guy in the hospital where his they
Yes.
just had the baby, and the dad's lacing up it's like some 22-year-old dad lacing up his New Balances,
baby.
his polo, and he's got khaki shorts on.
And like the white socks, like the calf socks.
Yeah, it's too funny. I've seen so many memes like that, or someone standing outside the hospital with their brand new baby. It's like dad gear check. It's too funny.
Always dress for the job that you want. That's one that I saw too.
Another one had it. What is that saying? Like, you either die the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Oh, it's too good.
I feel like you have to kind of start wearing something like that.
Dude,
though.
how comfortable do those shoes have to be, though, for real? I've never tried them on, but I kind of want to.
They're
at
the
this point in
size
my
of
life.
2 shoes in one. They've got to be so.
Well, the
They've
chunk,
got to be
Well,
cozy.
Kawhi's wearing them. He's legit.
Dude, yeah, but he's wearing different New Balance.
the
We're
guy
talking
in
about like the Air Monarchs, bro.
that's the Hawaii.
Is that what they're
place.
called? I don't even know.
What? Just watch one sport.
Nate
Just
doesn't
pick
do
one.
I
sports.
know who he is, dude. Plays for the
Celtics.
Timberwolves.
But you get what I'm saying? Like I'm wearing a tall tee every day, and I'm going to roll up to Faye's like parent-teacher conference. Pretty soon, you have to start wearing a polo and tuck it in.
No, I never once owned a polo.
No.
I won't do a polo.
You will.
My dad did rock those
You
New
will.
Balances though, but those chunk shoes are like coming back in style. Like I see high school kids in them now. Like high school girls will be wearing like the fat white chunky like Fila's. Is that how they say it? Fila.
Feel it.
I think
And they'll
so.
be like rocking those fat Reeboks. So they're coming back, but I don't know.
Eh.
But yeah, they're probably pretty comfy or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna get into some of these questions. So the first question we asked was, "What's the most embarrassing thing your kid has ever done?" So I'm gonna start with this. When we went to the Salt Lake Bees game, which is like, I don't know, it's like the step before pro, AAA or AA or whatever, the minor league ball in Salt Lake. So when you're 3, you're free, right? And so we went trying to be cheap and didn't want to get Coco. Coco was 4, Nora was 2. And we tried to basically get in with the free kids and just pay for our own tickets. Coco's just like won't shut up. Biggest chatterbox ever.
Oh, and how pumped are they when they're 4 to say how old they are?
Bro, it's so bad.
Yeah.
So we go through the gate, and we're with a ton of our friends, and the guy just asked, he's like, "Okay, and these 2 are 3 and under?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's 3, she's 1." Coco, "No, I'm not. I'm 4." And I'm like, funny, Coco. You know, try to just like make it like she's lying, and then she's like, "Dad, I'm 4." And then the guy
Says her
looked at me,
birthday.
and he just was so pissed. And he made me go get a ticket for it. He made us get back out of line and go get a ticket. I was so disappointed. You
That
know,
guy
she's
takes his
just
job
too pumped.
seriously,
I know. I'm
bro.
like, dude, let me in. It's like $3. I'm a struggling student, man. I was too pissed.
Some high school kid.
Yeah, no, it was like some old dude. Yeah, it was like some old guy at the gate. But so
Millennials
was
get away
mine.
with everything.
Yeah, most embarrassed I've been.
That's funny.
That's rough. I've got so our boy just probably did the worst one like 2 weeks ago. So he keeps
The
getting
worst
boners,
one.
right? So like he's
Been there,
4,
buddy.
getting boners. Like he thinks it's so funny. He'll, "Dad, look, it's big," and I just like point it out. Like, "Yeah, it's big, Dad." So we were at the bank.
What do you say to that? Like, cool, man.
Like, "Yeah, it is. Yeah, just don't touch it. Keep your hands off it for as long as you can. Just keep them off." I want to see
Get the
those
tape
hands,
out.
boy.
Get the tape out.
That's
Tape him
right.
behind his back.
So we were at the bank, and he's sitting there on my lap, and he's just lounging, like legs spread apart, just chilling on my lap.
Yeah.
And he does that. He's like, "Dad, my pee-pee's big." I'm like, What are you talking about?" And then,
I'm dying, dude.
and then he flexes it up,
Oh no.
and you can see it bump up through his pants. And he does it like 3 or 4 times. And the lady, the loan officer,
So totally
like
hurt her.
25-year-old girl, just
Yeah.
laughing, just dying,
no.
just because she's right there, just seeing this whole thing happen.
Oh my gosh.
And he just keeps doing it. And I
Oh,
just,
you were getting pissed.
I was, it was so damn funny though. I couldn't like, I'm not gonna tell him to stop.
Yeah,
which I was
yeah.
like, okay. Yep, you're fine.
After 4 or 5 times, you're
You've
like,
done
"All
it.
right,
Yep, just leave it alone, man.
buddy." Yeah, that's unreal.
Don't play with it.
I've
Some
had-
good control for him, dude. That's great.
No.
Whoop. Yeah. That was bad.
You're gonna have to teach him about waistband control a little bit too early in
Did
life.
you get the
I
loan?
know.
Did you get the loan though?
we
Did it
did.
affect the loan?
We totally got it. I think you saved it.
I feel like you could. Yeah, I feel like at that point you have to get it.
That's
right.
too good.
You just say like you were discriminated against or whatever if you
Yeah.
didn't get it.
It's because my son
Since
had a
you're
boner,
one.
isn't it?
Jake, you got one?
I'll be honest, I kind of struggled with this one.
Embarrassed. Too.
I don't really get embarrassed unless I hear
Oh,
my
yeah,
own
that's
voice,
true.
apparently. But
Beat red right now.
I was thinking about it. I don't have like a specific one, but like when you're at the grocery store or something, they freak out, like lose it. And they're like arching their back when you're trying to pick them up. And so everyone that looks at you is either thinking that you're kidnapping them or you're an abusive parent.
Yeah, worst dad ever.
That's
You
probably,
just leave him. You just leave him at that point. Just leave him there. Come back later.
that's the worst.
Tell customer service there's a stranded kid. They'll just
Hey,
keep him nice, give him some popsicles.
I have just left and Whit will lose it. She'll get bugged.
You have not just left.
I'll just walk. Come on, Whit, let's go. She'll follow us. Guaranteed she'll follow us. Like she's not going to stay here. She sleeps in our bed and she's 4. Like she's
Yeah.
not going to stay in a random Walmart aisle by herself.
Yeah. As soon as you turn the corner, she comes full sprint.
Come on, Wit.
Nate, you got any?
That's fantastic.
For this one?
Yeah, so I wasn't necessarily embarrassed, but it was kind of an embarrassing experience or just a funny experience. But we were trying on some clothes. And have you guys ever gotten like the like handicap stall if you have the stroller or whatever? So you get the big stall.
Yeah.
So
The disabled one.
yeah, the disabled one. Sorry, yeah, what's the
The handy-capable one.
yeah? Let's just say the big stall.
0% serious. He's like, oh shit, cut it.
Can I do that one? Never mind. This is the most embarrassing experience. Never mind. I hate myself. So Caitlin had a shirt that she wanted me to try on. She had some stuff she was going to try on, blah, blah, blah. So I started to walk into the dressing room with them, and my 5-year-old turned around and she was like, why is Dad coming in here? She's like, oh, Dad's going to try something on too. And then she said really loudly so everyone could hear, oh, no, are we going to see Dad's penis? And then, I'm glad she didn't say again. But it ended with penis, and we went into the dressing room, and that was pretty much, that was it.
Kids are the
unreal.
worst.
I don't know, right?
There's a lot of answers that involve penis in here, so we'll go through that.
I wasn't
So-
boner flexing, though.
Yeah. You think that was about your kid and not about you. Okay, so Wilson AJ88 says, Grandma asked 3-year-old if she pooped her pants. Kid puts hand in pants and said, damn it. That's unreal.
Fantastic.
Brittany Sitterud, my boys randomly, same thing, drop trowel outside in public to pee before I
Yep.
can do anything. Just happens.
This is the perk of being a male.
I feel like every boy does that, though.
Every boy.
When he
I
first
mean, when I
learned
was
how to
little,
do
that's
that,
all we do.
yeah, we were out in front of our house with all of our neighbors, right? And he had like just learned that week, and so we were all talking.
To pee or is boner flex?
He was turned a little bit
He
away,
just learned
I'm
that.
not
So I
getting
could-
over this.
That's going to be the rest of the episode.
but yeah, drop trowel. Dad, I'm peeing. We all look over, just
All the neighbors.
oh yeah, like 6
Yeah.
of us. Yeah,
Sheesh.
it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, he's confident, man.
Yeah, the kid's a
Yeah, he
baller.
should
That's
be.
awesome.
Sorry.
Really
Oh,
trying
I
not
did
to
just
say
think of
anything right
one
now.
actually for some reason.
Yes, let's hear it.
Talking about, anyways, talking about that reminded me. We were at Home Depot, and this gentleman's checking us out, and he is African American, and we go
Why'd
up.
you say it
I
like
know
that?
exactly what the story.
I was waiting.
Yeah, have you heard this?
No, I'm saying there's a lot of stories like this on here, too.
Yeah, so we go up, and Faye, as loud as she can say, goes, "Dad, look, it's Donovan Mitchell."
Just tell the questions.
And in our defense, like it's Utah
Was the guy
County,
pumped?
so he laughed. He was
Yeah.
super cool, but
That's unreal.
Was it Donovan Mitchell, though?
It was Donovan.
I don't think so. Wasn't really paying attention.
I don't think so.
Wet handles the money, so she was the one checking out. I was just
What
looking at
handles the money?
that dollar candy little aisle right
Oh,
before
yeah,
you check
little,
out.
The little graham
Do
crackers.
not- I was.
The
Do
little,
not ever order that stuff, ever.
What?
Dude, I was there
what
a
stuff?
month at the food at Home Depot, like the little snack aisle.
Dude, the Mentos just broke my teeth last weekend. No joke.
Dude, I was there a month or 2 ago. Mouse climbing all up in there.
Oh, don't tell me that, dude. I was going to get my honeygram,
No, the-
honeygram bar.
Yeah, but it's wrapped. It's not like baked goods.
Oh,
You know?
that's so
dude.
disgusting. No, the freaking employees named it, and they were like, "Oh, there goes
Oh,
whatever
no.
the hell it is."
There
I'm
goes
like,
Charlie.
"You're kidding me."
Stop
Damn,
it.
mouse.
That's
Trap.
wild.
But
Oh, okay.
they have some on aisle 3. Why don't they just go grab one?
No shit.
That's too much. Adam to Trisha has a few. Petted another kid like a dog after their mom commented that they were a late walker.
It's just some comfort petting right there.
Posted a video he took of his mom in her underwear in IG stories. Oh, that would be embarrassing. Dunked his head. She got a bunch. Dunked his head in the fish tank at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Took his shoes off in the grocery store, and picking the toe gem out.
I want to know how he dunked his head in the fish tank.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it's like a regular fish tank at this
This
aquarium.
kid's
That aquarium's trash, by the way.
Oh.
Just went last
Monterey
week.
Bay.
Whoa, whoa.
Spent $35 a pop. Go in, and it's like half the size of the one in Draper.
You talking about Monterey Bay, the one in California?
No,
You're thinking about the.
I'm thinking about
Mandalay
Mandalay
Bay.
in Baggy.
Did you ever see what's that show? Finding Nemo 2, bro. Where's Mandalay Finding Dolly.
Are you telling me the Monterey one has like a what is that? A whale shark in it?
It's
like
like
legit?
connected
Dude, it's
to
huge.
the ocean
Yeah, it's like connected to Monterey
know.
Bay.
Yeah, for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, I was talking about
And
Mandalay.
then another one, Adam to Trisha. Peeing, but here's another peeing one. Peeing majestically on the top of a hill in the middle of a playground, pants fully down. This kid has issues. We need to talk about this kid.
Sounds like to
This
me you
kid
need to have
needs
Adam
help.
on here.
Yeah, we need to have this kid on here. So tell me, bud.
Just start doing that, bringing
How's
kids on
life,
here.
bro?
That'd be
You
funny.
doing okay? I was thinking about bringing my kids on there, but then they'd probably rat me. I'm like, Daddy beats me, and then I'd CPS would bust in the store.
You don't have to publish the episode.
Yeah, that's true. I could just edit that part out.
It's not live.
Oh, I forget. Yeah, dude, I've been way reserved, but like you can edit some stuff. I put my foot in my mouth so many times.
I've been way
I'm
reserved.
way nervous.
Will Richards pulled fire alarm during violin concert at rest home. Evacuated
my
residents. Stopped concert. That's pretty cool.
Dude, how do you
That's smart.
evacuate a freaking
Probably
where was it?
Very slowly. Rest home.
Exactly.
Yeah, at a
very
rest
slowly.
home? That would take a long time to evacuate. They're resting.
Yeah, that'd be rammed. Well, they probably how many heart attacks too?
You probably just count your losses.
They're like, all right, we got 4 free rooms now.
I don't know. Like, there's no way. What are you gonna do?
Those
Yeah,
that
at
are
that
able.
point, I'm like, this is how I go. I don't move.
You just go save your favorites.
Yeah. Save the youngest ones. Ob's Laws yelled, this is awesome. Yelled, I hate Jesus mid tantrum at the dentist. That's unreal. I was stunned. Emily Camille. Okay, this is a Instagram like chops off the answer, so I have to piece this one together. Camille. One time, my husband took my 4-year-old to Home Depot to return something. They were in line, and a lady got in the line behind them. All of a sudden, he shouts, "Wait your turn!" Before he could apologize, the lady left and went somewhere else. Yeah, kids are brutal. I mean, it's like they're so blunt and they don't care at all.
Love it.
Lindsey Morgan told his primary class's favorite number is 69. His damn dad told him that. That's unreal.
Dude, as the primary
What's your
teacher,
favorite number? 69, buddy. And then in primary, what's your favorite number? They're trying to like teach us some good lesson. That's too good.
dude,
It's a teaching
man.
moment.
that'd be fantastic as the primary
dude, you
teacher,
got
though.
D
Just like,
Dank on
nice.
here?
Oh yeah, the church calling the church people. Those stories are too good.
How do I give a quick shout out to D Dank?
Oh, D Dank. Let's
D
do a
Dank, it's your boy JT.
You want to read that one?
Derek Dancliffe. Projectile vomited all over the floor at Cheesecake Factory, hit the lady's feet next to us.
That's a refund. I can't do vomit. We talked about that on one of the podcasts, but
No
Oh, yeah, I
chance.
heard that
No
one.
chance D Dank was embarrassed though. He's never been
He's
embarrassed.
never
about
once
one
cared.
thing. Yeah.
they I feel like every couple has like a you're the throw up, you're the poop guy. Like you either take one or the other. Is that how you guys
I'm
are?
both those
Are you
guys.
both?
Yeah.
You're both?
Oh, both.
When he
How did you
gags.
get rammed? On both?
Oh yeah. Like you even talk about it, she'll start gagging.
I don't
no.
do throw up very
Caitlin's
well.
both.
I don't do throw up very well.
I don't touch it.
When Coco was like 6 months old or something, I was holding her above me. One time I lay on the couch just trying to interact with my
Yeah.
child or whatever. Just full, I'm just goo goo trying to make noises, goo goo gaga or whatever. Throws up in my mouth.
Oh.
In my mouth.
Same thing happened to
my
me,
mouth.
dude. I had
Yeah,
the
that
same
was out.
experience.
That
Ever
happened with
since-
Not
my
with
nephew.
Coco.
At
It was
least
with my
it was
own
your
kid.
guys' kids.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Coco since then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like my nephew enough.
And he's redhead too.
Oh, you're he's dropped.
Oh, did you catch the red? Got a little bit in your beard
We'll
now?
see with these twins.
We'll see with these twins. That's unreal. Chad 808.
Half my wife's family's redhead, so
Yeah.
they probably won't listen to this.
Yeah, just like you haven't listened to one.
No offense. Like I get, no,
No,
I,
it's okay.
I
No, it's
listened
okay.
to one. There was
No,
like
no, it's okay.
Badge and Ace was on it. It was super good
Yeah, that's good.
quality.
Chad 808 asking why people with disabilities are broken or different in front of them. That's rough. Why are they in a wheelchair?
I wouldn't even try. I'd just grab them and walk away.
Oh, that's so brutal.
I just pretend like it wasn't mine. You're broken. Walk away.
Another church one. Jackie Lozer at church. She threw a nursery toy and broke the window.
Oh.
That's brutal. Kept calling
It's
a
a
woman
strong
and a
arm.
man.
That's on the teacher.
100%.
Yeah, get that kid
Yeah,
in
you
some
gotta block
organized
it.
sports.
Yeah, or like
Seriously.
don't get him by a window.
Yeah.
Kept calling a woman, Rachel Wimpy, kept calling a woman a man, and the whole time I'm like, be quiet, stop talking. Yeah, that's brutal. That's hard, though. I mean, sometimes it's hard for me to tell.
Yeah.
For a
Yeah.
kid, they just have no idea.
Rough.
Kaylee Larson, 16. Now they're peeing one, dude. Last year, our 3-year-old dropped his pants to go pee in the middle of Disneyland.
Maybe we need to stop being ashamed or embarrassed for our kids peeing in public.
And maybe we should just pee.
Because everybody does it.
That's a problem.
Maybe we just need to start doing it.
But at Disneyland, though,
Yeah, no,
that's
Disneyland,
rough.
that's rough.
You're just net.
Disneyland though, they got it figured out,
You're
dude. They'll
neck
have
deep
that
in the
cleaned
churro.
up.
That was cleaned up before he was done.
Oh yeah.
Before it even hit the ground.
Oh,
it
they
was
already,
captured.
they already had a cup down there.
Gave him a fast pass after, like, oh, were you embarrassed?
so
Like, here
sorry.
you go, you're hooked up.
Were you
Oh,
embarrassed?
I just thought of another one. Speaking of Disneyland, by the way. So, my daughter was 4 at the time. Had to take her into the bathroom to pee.
Yeah.
But she's scared to death of public restrooms because she hates the hand dryers and she hates the automatic flushers.
Way too loud.
Yeah. So I take her in this packed bathroom at Disneyland, go into a stall, and she just starts screaming and crying and saying, "Please no, Daddy, please don't do this. Don't make me do this." I was like, oh,
my gosh.
lasted maybe 30 seconds, and I just stormed out with her and just, yep, well, cops are on their way, honey, so
Yeah.
you're taking her from here on out because that's
Yeah.
never happening again.
Yeah, I don't.
That one I was
I
embarrassed
stopped
about.
taking the girls in public restrooms when they were like 5.
Yeah.
Same reason. I'm like, I don't want to look.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of look like creepy with a beard and bald dude, but like, I don't want it. Like one time I was at the park.
No one says anything.
You're like, no, you don't.
Yeah,
man.
I'm glad you're self-aware.
I
That's good.
waited for a couple of seconds.
You're a hell of a friend, but
You're a hell of a friend. I was at a park one time and Coco went, like she was old enough to go, she went in the public restroom or whatever by herself, and you hear all the horror stories about like parks, you know, especially here in Utah. They got like it gets exaggerated. Like, oh, it's like something Sloan always says. Any park we go to, she's like, you know, this is the #1 sex traffic park in Utah. You know, and then we'll go to a park 3 days later. She's like, do you know
If they
this
know
is
that, why
the
don't they stop it?
#1? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I think you guys are just getting carried away a little bit. But I went to Coco was in the restroom, and so someone's like, will you go check to make sure she's okay? And it was like 20 feet away from where I was, and so then I went in to check that she was good or whatever. So she comes out. I'm like, okay, go back to the playground. I go into the men's bathroom to use the bathroom, and then the dad follows me in there because his kid was in there. And like, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm that guy now. He thinks I'm a freaking rapist, you know? And he came in, and you could tell right away, like he came in really quick. And then you could tell that it was awkward. He like acted like he was washing his hands. I'm like, what in the hell?
you kind of have to, though.
Yeah.
Like with anybody, I kind of.
Yeah, it's true.
At least he wasn't
With
like,
my
I'm
daughter.
just checking to make sure you're not a molester. You're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I would have said something like, oh, sorry, dude, my kid gets way scared on those other people. Like, he was so awkward.
Oh, I guarantee I would be just as awkward.
Just
Yep.
right behind that guy.
Just like make eye contact a couple times, but
Hi.
not say anything.
You go to this park too? You go to this bathroom a lot? Oh, man. Trevor Took, this one's really awesome. My 4-year-old tells everyone that his penis is huge, so huge that it hurts. I was like, that's like a high school move, but for a 4-year-old, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's unreal.
4-year-olds nowadays, dude. They're giant penises.
Taught him that. That's the question.
That's
Who
right.
first said that to him?
Oh,
Seriously.
I don't know, dude.
As I recall, your kid's talking about how big his penis is, too. So I'm just...
Easy on the accusations there, Tyler.
Hey, we're good with this episode, right? Like we're not going to be getting called like FBI or like we've been talking about a lot of naked kids.
Hopefully not, dude. I'll put your only your last names. and
Probably edit that out too.
stuff. Braden Jones,
Too much work.
4-year-old cut 3 of her friend's hair. Oh, how pissed.
Oh, no.
If you're the other kid, like especially if they're
Oh, if you're their mom, they're...
well, 3
dude.
years old is like right when their hair starts getting long enough, and the moms can finally like put it in a ponytail and all that, and then how rammed.
That's okay. That's our most embarrassing. Some of our good friends, their kid came over and Faye just did. She has like one of those
no.
like Fisher Price vanity
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
and she's all about like the makeup tutorials and stuff. Cut her friend's hair, just like
Was
a
it pretty
ton of
long?
it. Yeah.
Oh,
She cut her own hair. It's still not grown back. She looks like Ronnie Dunn. You know Brooks and Dunn, the dude with like the feathered bangs coming out.
How tight, dude.
Yeah, she looks pretty decent. But
Those
Oh,
tutorials did her a lot of good, it sounds like.
yeah, they
Did it
were,
look okay?
Her parents were like
like super
pretty
bummed.
upset.
Oh,
about
dude.
it.
Yeah, you can't get mad though. It's a kid.
Not like mad, just like, oh, yeah.
You could tell they were
that's-
so sad.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, yeah.
Was it their first kid too?
Keep that chin up.
Yeah. Was that you said, and you just shoved them out
No,
the door?
no way.
Have a good night.
Oh, I had nothing to do with it. I avoided everything. I felt so bad.
Oh, did her hair get cut?
Like,
I
why
didn't
is
even
Jake?
notice.
Why
What's
has
wrong?
Jake been in the bathroom for 2 hours?
Are they gone yet?
Jake's just in there rocking on the toilet back and forth with his favorite blanket.
Oh, dude, I got a phone call. I was in grad school, and I got a phone call one day that was, Caitlin basically said, if you don't come home right now, like, you're going to come home to a childless home because I'm going to kill her.
So pissed.
Oh, from cutting her hair. And it wasn't even that
same
bad.
thing. Cut her own hair.
Cut her own hair.
Yeah.
She was livid. And I was like, it was bound to happen at one point or another.
Yeah, every kid. I feel like every kid does that.
Yeah.
It's like everything to moms though.
But boys,
Oh,
you can just shave.
I
their
couldn't care
head.
less.
Yeah, for girls, it's a way bigger deal. Like if it's a boy, you just shave their head anyways because it's summer coming up, and then you don't want to deal with it. You know.
My wife still talks about it. Like, oh, how long would her hair be if she didn't? I was like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's still too long.
How long would it be? That's unreal. Last one in this question. Ace Austin Hansen 05. Without fail, farts in church or public, and we all have to wear it. He says.
We have to wear it.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah, I feel like the older, it's gonna be good though, because your kids embarrass you when they're like this age, you know, up to like 7, 8, 9, 10, and then like once they start in those pre-tween and teenage years, then you get to embarrass them. You just turn the tables.
Oh, yeah.
I already embarrass the girls though. Like I'll take Coco and Nora to school sometimes, and they cannot get out of the car fast enough, dude. Like they're just like, Dad, go ahead, go. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna wait and like make sure you get out of the car and start to walk in.
Say hi to your friends.
Yeah, sometimes I'll honk and yell at him, I love you, Coco. And she just gets so red. She just can't believe it.
It's so sad. We're gonna get to the point where we have to try to like be cool in front of them.
Yeah, we were talking about
Already
that
there.
today at lunch.
That's true.
Like, how do you be like, yeah, I don't know, already there?
Yeah.
Like I still don't even own a pair of joggers.
Yeah.
They've been the real deal for a while now.
You got to get on that.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on the whole fashion thing ever since you brought up the New Balance. Anyways.
You look great.
Yeah, you look good, man.
Okay. Thanks.
What is a dad thing your wife says you suck at, but you disagree?
Being a dad.
Yeah, just in general.
Loving
Just-
your children.
just
dad, yeah.
Period. Taking care of your kids.
Yeah.
I'm like the scary one in our relationship because I'm like, I don't know. I'll actually like try to discipline them and like, you know, do that, or they'll be like super. They're in their super sassy age now. They're 6 and 8, and so they'll like mouth off to my wife, and I get pissed, and then like they just are like scared of me. So now I'm just like the scary dad. I don't know how to get out of it, but Sloan thinks I'm very impatient. I think I'm pretty impatient, but not as impatient as she thinks I am. So that's as close as I get.
You'll give a little bit, but you're
I'm
not
like
gonna give
starting
much
to
of
get
it.
better. At least I thought like after a few months, I'm getting better, huh? She's like, no, 0% better. So yeah, might as well wear it, like Jay says.
For me, it's bath time. Sorry, Ty. I'm horrible. The kids, like, every time I finish, they're just, like, screaming. Because Wit, like, takes the utmost care to, like, put her hand on their hairline. And so when she's rinsing the shampoo, like, none of it gets over her face. And I just take a
drop the
cup and
bucket.
go over.
You just say, close your eyes.
Yeah, Wit comes in like, you're waterboarding that. They're just like screaming.
You're waterboarding.
And I'm like, well, it's obviously not that bad because you told me it's my turn to do it. So, but she's like, you're so bad at it. Just hold them underneath the faucet.
Oh, that's too hard too.
No, it doesn't. Like their legs start floating up and then they're drifting and then it gets in their face anyways.
Drifted.
You're
Driftwood.
waterboarding them.
And I'm
I
just
can't
like,
wait till they can just do all
beads
that
of
crap
sweat
themselves.
dropping down my
I hate
face.
that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like my bedtime and
Car
like,
seats.
Yeah, car seats. I'm out of that. Luckily.
I'd rather go to jail for an
Oh, you're in
afternoon
booster
than
seats
get
now?
like the kids in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Jail for an afternoon.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I said you're in booster seats
Oh,
now, or are you
yeah,
just straight
we're
seats?
boosting, dude. We're boosting cars left and right in
That's
my
so
house.
nice. I'm gonna have
Just that
4
flake way.
car seats, dude.
Yeah, you're in rough shape, bro.
Let's not talk about
Do you
that.
have to get one of those 18-seater vans?
He already upgraded to the
I
van.
got a minivan.
How do you feel
dude.
about that? This is, like I said, this is
You're
like
such a
therapy.
little
Tell us
bitch.
how you feel about
Yeah,
that.
so let's talk about it. To be honest,
And you had
now
just-
that we've had it for like a couple months, I absolutely hate it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say love it.
No,
It's impossible. You love it.
no.
Everyone I talked to is like, I
hate
thought
the
a van
way-
was going to suck. I thought it was going to be the worst, but it's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
That's what everyone told me. The sliding doors really are life changing because I don't worry about them slamming the cars next to us.
Yeah. I don't
But
care
everyone's
about
like, they have so many bells and whistles. They don't.
bells.
They have
and
sliding doors. That's it. And then
And
anyone you pass, like
Maybe
on
you
the
should have got
road.
the one with more bells and whistles.
17 cup holders, too, I heard.
That's true. Actually, the guy that we got it from hooked us up. Super cool dude. But
Shout out to that dude.
Shout out to Doug.
shout out to that guy. Shout out to Doug Smith Auto.
Go see that guy.
Thank you, Sam Crossley, if you're listening. If you're a better friend than I am and are actually listening to the podcast. I'll listen, dude. I've been
No,
swamped.
it's good. No, it's all good, dude. No worries.
Yeah, I have.
Too busy to listen to something?
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna,
well,
I'm
my
gonna-
wife's in Young Women, so.
This episode's not going to make sense because I edited out. I'm going to edit out your entire voice, the entire episode. Don't listen to me. No one can listen to you, bro. That's
Just
unreal.
half the episode is just giggles because your
So
voice
you
isn't
hate-
there. So it's just us laughing.
Just nothing makes sense. So is that where you finished? Like you just hate the man.
Yeah, I don't really. Well, I get looks too. Like, life's not about like fighting people, right? Obviously, I know that's random, but like when everyone looks at you and like, oh, I could light you up just because you're driving a van, like it's degrading. I hate
I
it.
could light you up.
And we just took a vacation in Vegas, dude, pulling up like to valet.
Oh yeah. In a van.
In a minivan, and
the
there's
Mandalay
just
Bay
fries
Aquarium.
everywhere, like in the cracks.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's $3. Dude.
Yeah.
Have it ready when I come down.
Biggest plastic I've ever seen.
The dude behind me is in a Bentley, like honking his horn. One sec, dude. They're in the car seats. One sec.
Yeah, just 6 more straps, dude. Hold on.
The valet guys
Yeah,
are doing
4
rock,
car
paper,
seats is
scissors to see
brutal.
who has to take yours.
Yeah, that's real.
Dude, but when you're going anywhere and you park next to the minivan.
That's true.
You don't want to take those chances.
I'm so anal about my kids not hitting doors, though.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm the main dad. I just care way too much about stuff. I get out before them, like, all right, girls, like, don't open the doors yet. Let me get these. Let me stand right here.
That's
rough.
Steez, I'm too slow. But, yeah.
Too slow.
If your kid hits the car next to you though,
What do you
what's
do?
your move?
Depends on if there's a mark.
Change
Is there a
parking
mark?
spots.
What color's the car?
What time of day
Let's
is
say
it?
you don't look.
Is it a good day
Let's
for
say
me
you
or a
just
bad
shut
day
the
for me?
door, turn the other way.
Oh, if I don't
Go
see
park
it,
somewhere
then I
else.
Go
just-
park somewhere.
if I'm on my way out, I'm on my way out. If I'm on my way there, it's a different story. If there's a mark, I might move it.
Yeah.
If it's bad, if it's on a white car, I might move it.
Just leave them a note that says, sorry, I hit your car.
I
No
left a
info.
note once. When my daughter opened the car door and really dinged the car next to us.
What'd you
left a note.
say?
Never. I said sorry and left my phone
Oh,
number.
they probably had 1,000 kids too. They probably didn't care.
The car was a piece of shit. So I don't notice. But I left a note anyway.
That was
It
nice
felt
of you.
bad.
Yeah, but they've like touched the cars. I feel especially when someone's in the car
Yeah.
and they hit it, they give you
Oh,
that
then
look.
you're rammed. You can't do anything about that. You have
You're so
yeah. There's
screwed.
no escaping that.
And they come
That's
out,
never
they
happened
look
to
at
me.
it,
I'd die.
and they give you the look.
Yeah.
They give you that stink eye. You're like, yeah, nothing's
Yeah.
there.
Sloane's been in the car when someone's hit our door really bad and they didn't say a thing. And she's not
Yikes.
very confrontational, so she didn't say anything. And I probably wouldn't say anything. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hey, give me money for that little dent. Like, I don't know.
Like, that's going to be 70, $85.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs.
I actually ding cars more than the kids do. Dead
Just
serious.
swing it open as hard as you can.
Yeah.
It's because you don't have the
Actually,
sliding door.
Here at Fishbowl, I swear our stalls are smaller, and I've gotten
And everyone has
I've
a
gotten
giant
a
truck.
little bit bigger, and so I'm like doing this weird like 360 shuffle to get out.
I've done that.
100%. I dinged Beard's car yesterday. Sorry, Beard.
He doesn't listen to us probably.
Oh, yeah, he probably doesn't. How many listeners do you have?
Just 3.
You're like 14,
They're all in
15?
this- they're all
Today,
in this
4.
room.
Yeah,
They're all in this
awesome.
room. Ty, do you have any things you're actually your wife thinks you suck at, but you're good at? That you think you're
She-
good at?
Yeah. So I clean. I do. My wife will get in moods and like clean the whole house, but like the person who keeps it
What piece
tidy.
is that mood? That's an
Yeah,
under mood.
seriously. Piss
No,
her
she'll
off
get
more often,
she'll get
dude.
so frustrated. Like the house will just be in such disarray. Well, she just like all day she's be like, "It, I'm cleaning
Yeah.
everything," and she'll clean everything, and she gets super detailed. She cleans
Yeah.
everything.
It's one of those like you get home from work and the house is clean and you're like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right.
You're
You're like the house is awesome. Like, why are you so pissed off? Because I've been cleaning all day.
Love you, honey.
Not worth it.
No.
Forgot to grab
I
cup.
Not
take a
worth it.
messy
Yeah, that's
house
when
and
you
a happy
slowly
wife.
you walk out the back door.
Take the
You
kids to
just go back.
McDonald's for like an
Yeah.
hour.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So she'll do that. But who does like the maintenance cleaning? It's me, right?
And she thinks you're bad at it.
She thinks I'm horrible.
And
She-
you're too pumped on
She
how
yells at
proud
me
you are.
every time. I do a really good job at maintaining, right? I do like
Just some tidying up here and there.
85% cleaning, which is pretty good.
Ty, I'm your
That's a
roommate
solid
at work,
B.
and our room is trash.
So maybe you're not good at it.
No.
a different
You
story at
saw
home.
my
I'm just
desk. I've cleaned that up a lot. No, but I'll clean like the kitchen like 85% or the bathroom like 85% so it looks presentable.
Yeah.
And she'll find that like 10, 15% and be like,
Judge you on that. It's like life, dude.
why aren't the floorboards? There's dog hair all over the floorboards. Like, get rid of the dogs. We won't have any hair.
How many dogs do you
with
guys
the-
have?
Yeah, you're already too good of a person to have dogs in general.
Okay, so get
You're
this.
allergic to dogs, right?
So get this, yeah. A year ago,
You're too nice.
I take an allergy test because I'm just allergies all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm having sinus infection. I'm taking antibiotics. I'm sick all the time. And so I get this allergy test done, and it comes back like dogs. Like you're super allergic to
That's it,
dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
And at the
Just
time,
dogs.
right? No, at the time, that's all it was. Just came back dog. At the time, we had 2 dogs, right?
What clinic did you go to? It's like a vending machine, like where you get the ball and open it up, and it's like one of those capsules.
It was
a
a
dog.
It was a Groupon
Hell
deal,
yeah.
dude. It was a Groupon.
It's like a magic 8-ball, but
He had to
like,
go with 3 other people.
The ball.
He got 3 allergy tests. They all said dog.
Jack and Jills.
well, I never thought I was allergic to dogs. I always thought it was like seasonal allergies or like pollen got in the dog's
Yeah, here
hair.
in Utah, everyone says that's always like.
Like
oh,
I'm
yeah, I get the
delusional,
allergies.
right? Basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get this allergy test. It's dogs. My wife's like freaking out. The first thing she screams into the phone is, "We're not getting rid of the dogs." Like she's at dinner with her friends, and I tell her this. She freaks out. She's, like,
Meanwhile, your
obsessed with
eyes are
dogs.
swollen shut.
Right.
on the other
Exactly.
leg.
I can't breathe. I'm wheezing.
So how do you?
And,
So you guys still have dogs, and you just dill? You just take.
So it was
Advil?
you
I
and the dogs?
I started taking
Use
the
EpiPen every morning.
immunotherapy shots, right? So the shots with the allergens in it, and it's supposed to like slowly get you used to it so you don't react. It takes like 5 years.
shots, needles,
Shots,
into your
needles
arm.
in the
Where do you put
arm.
it? Arm.
They do it in the back of the arm, like top of the tricep.
You're a better husband than
So
I am.
a
brother.
very
He's
tender part of the
pretty
arm.
chill, dude.
Yeah, you're way too good.
But I get seasonal allergies really bad too. So I want to. So they were able to put like all the allergens, not just dog, but
Dude,
like
you're way nice. You're like
grass,
justifying this for your
trees.
wife?
Yeah, bro.
He's like, yeah, but
She's
it was
not
for
listening
me.
to
He's
this.
got Stockholm syndrome.
she told me she's gonna be listening. She's like, I'm listening to that podcast.
Oh, my bad.
Keep your mouth shut.
I didn't tell my wife I was coming. I'm at the grocery store.
Nice.
You're at 7-Eleven still.
He's getting mad.
Oh, really?
Just gonna go grab a Diet Coke real quick, hon.
I'd ask with permission.
Yeah, it's like when my dad left and he never came back.
Maybe he's still recording that podcast.
Still haven't met him. He died. Rest in peace.
God bless.
I got serious.
So yeah.
How about those airline peanuts, huh?
Airline peanuts.
Missed those.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
Man.
Nate, do you have any? Before I go to the crowd here.
I'm kind of being
Dad,
serious
think
about
your
just the
wife
whole
says
dad
you
thing
suck
in
at.
general.
Oh,
Just kind of just being a dad.
So you're like, no, I'm a pretty good dad. She's like, no.
Eh.
She's like,
Yeah, I can't really think of anything, but I don't think it's because I'm necessarily like bad at any, like terrible at anything or really
Yeah.
good at anything. I just am not passionate enough about anything to really like fight back. So if I do something
Yeah.
and she's like, "Wow, you're not good at that," I'm like, "Oh yeah,
You're
probably not."
Probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't have any confidence. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. You need to boost that up a little bit.
You suck at this. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
marriage, man.
Told you before we got married.
Put your head down and walk in the other room. It's like, okay.
I'll sleep outside.
Well, if you
again.
fight it, it gets worse.
Exactly.
You can't argue.
It's like, yeah,
How many
sorry.
arguments have you actually won, like as a
Oh, zilch.
husband?
Total.
Total. Like what percentage are we
Probably
talking?
I mean, I want to say 60, but she'd probably say 60 herself. So, you know.
Are we talking
60%.
percentages?
Percentage.
Oh.
No, just total.
No,
Yeah, I was like, that's a high
60
count.
arguments? No, 60%. But then she'd probably say, no, I won 60%. And so the truth
That's
lies,
pretty balanced, though.
truth lies somewhere in the middle.
I'm gonna go with no comment. There's a good chance we'll listen to that. I'm just kidding, man.
Okay, a couple of these answers. Summer sauce. So this is stuff that your wife says you suck at as a dad, but you disagree. Summer sauce, Jed. Being a good example. Trevor took mowing the lawn. Grocery shopping. That's another one. It sounds like every time I send you the story, you come
Okay.
back with all this stupid stuff. I'm like,
I
well, it's
do
stuff
suck
I
at
like.
grocery shopping.
Yeah. Grocery shopping's hard though.
Dude, she'll like tell me to get one thing,
yeah,
and I'll
yeah.
get something that's the same thing but a little bit different apparently, and it's definitely wrong.
Yeah,
Ruins everything.
They write the most specific things. And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm sure it doesn't matter if it's Western family.
Or how sucky is it when you like grab the first thing because it's the right thing, but then just everything behind it is wrong, and you just keep grabbing because you're not going to read every label.
Oh yeah.
Happens to me every time. It's like, oh, grab 5 of these. One of them is right. The other 4 wrong.
Have you ever had to get a spice?
Yep.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah, they're impossible to find.
Paprika, they don't have it.
My wife just knows at this point, don't send me if it's anything specific besides like diapers. And even then, be very clear
the
on what
wrong
size
brand.
they are.
100%. Wit started. Smiths will do that delivery now.
Yeah.
So
She
she'll just do it.
100% did that because of me. Where and if 100%, if I go to the grocery store and she's giving me like something weird, she won't have her phone on her. So I'll call
Oh,
12
yeah.
times. No dice.
Send pictures. Send yeah.
So
Send
what do I do?
pics,
I buy
send
like
pics.
6 different things.
You buy every option.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Because it's smart. Not to her.
Yeah.
And so we've spent thousands.
Just throw away the other options.
You just have a whole pantry of stuff that no one knows what it is because it's
Yeah.
all the extra stuff.
And I just ate it.
Especially the spices.
Wilson AJ88 handyman stuff. So this is me too. I spend 2 weeks watching YouTube so I can do a 10-minute fix and feel like HGTV pro. Yeah,
Been there.
Sloan knows I suck at handyman stuff. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm good at it. She
Me
gets,
too.
I think I've talked about this before on the podcast, but she gets annoyed that I'm like not good at handyman stuff. But I told her I could quit my job and go to technical school if she wants me to be a carpenter. I said if that's the choice, you have to live with it though.
Oh, you want me to mount our own TV?
And
Do you
there's
want me to
no
quit my job and go to
backseats.
technical school?
Do you want me to work for DirecTV and install dishes, or do you want me to do what I do now? You can't have both. I'm not handy, and it gets her mad that I want. I'm like, I'll just pay someone to do it. And then her response, with what money? So degrading.
At least she doesn't bring up other husbands. Like, oh, well,
Oh no.
this
Oh.
one did this for her wife.
Yeah, I saw this on Instagram.
Yeah.
They built a whole cabin and built a playhouse and then built a backyard.
100%. There's
I'm
so
like,
many
I don't
husbands
know
out
how
there
to
that
do
I just
dude.
hate.
Yeah.
That there's no good reason for me to hate them, but it's because of those like stories.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, I get too jealous.
I
get
blame
too
my
pissed.
dad. It's got to be someone else's fault.
What is a time? When is a time? Okay, next question. You guys had anything else to add to that? I kind of cut you off. Good. When is a time your kid roasted you? Wow, I had a hard time reading that. When is a time your kid roasted you? My Coco always gives me crap for my belly. She just always is saying stuff about my belly. It pisses me off. It's like cute or whatever the first couple times, but now she'll just walk up and pat my belly. She's like, Dad, you have such a big belly. And I'm like, I'm not that bad.
Back off.
Yeah, it's so rough. And then Sloan just laugh. Like I can tell her she like doesn't want to laugh, but she
Yeah.
does.
Maybe she's telling her to say it.
She's like, hey, go Dad, don't touch.
She's like, good one.
Pat him again.
That was a good one,
Slips
Coco.
slips her a quarter for a piggy bank every time.
Oh, man. Dude, I don't have a specific time, but Avery is 6 and she's smarter than me. So just random times, like I'll be like, oh, I can't do this for this reason. And then like 2 hours later, she's like, she'll see me do something like, oh, Dad, throw me on the bed. Oh, my back hurts, honey. I can't do it. I'm sorry, no.
Yeah.
I'm just freaking wasted, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll like have to go and pick something up heavy in the garage. She's like, you said your back hurt.
yeah.
I'm like,
She
oh,
calls you out.
shit.
Kids remember everything too. Ugh.
It's like I have 2 wives, like the big one and the little one that just
They're just
I
waiting
get
for
it.
you to make that mistake.
yes.
Yeah.
Even when the wife's gone, just the little one, she's learning.
She's taking notes.
That's what it is. She's watching my wife and she's learning.
Yep.
Oh
Learning the
shit.
tricks.
He's the
learning
punching
tricks.
bag.
Yeah.
I've been frustrated at kindergarten today. Let me get home and make fun of my
Figured that
dad.
out.
If you're really mad, clean this room, honey. Just teaching. You come home, they're both cleaning. You're like, oh no, double threat. You got that dual threat.
Grab your boy, get out of there. Come on, son.
Yeah, you grab by the hand and run out the back door.
Just take off.
Let's go play in the mud or something.
I get too stunned. What about you? I thought you told me a funny story the other day about Faye saying something. Maybe that was someone else.
She cracks me up all the time. So, but there's one specifically because I can remember it perfect because it messed me up. We're at Park City Thanksgiving with my family, so we're staying in this like townhome with them.
Yeah.
And so there's not a separate shower. Faye's getting a little older, so I don't like to be naked in front of her. But I had to in this moment. So I get out of the shower and I'm naked, and she goes, and I'm sorry to bring up weens again. I feel like we've talked about them 1,000. But she goes, ooh, Dad's thingy looks like poop. And Whitney started laughing and said, oh, it is kind of gross, isn't it?
Oh, no way.
And I've never been naked in front of my wife since. But she was like 100% genuine. Ew, that thing looks like poop. What does that even mean?
I've got some questions for you that I want to ask you off air.
It means your penis looks like poop.
Yeah,
That's bad.
yeah, so
Oh,
That's rough.
Oh, that's
Fulmer,
too
you got
good.
one? I'm going to go into these.
I mean, I feel like I get roasted constantly, but there was one not too long ago. So my in-laws are like completely different than I am. Like they're all very academic, like very thoughtful with everything they say and do.
That made you sound so dumb. Like,
Oh,
they're very smart,
They're smart.
respectable.
I'm not that smart. I'm not good at things. Well, so somehow it got brought up that like sleeping in your underwear or whatever.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law said something about like, oh, that'd be weird. Like, I just think it's weird to sleep in just your underwear or whatever. And my daughter goes, Daddy sleeps in his underwear every night. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, thanks. Just calling me out in front of the whole family. I'm weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. That was it. Not anything too crazy.
Yeah, you just muzzled
Could be
that
worse.
after that.
Oh, 100% it could be worse, but they already know I'm weird and not like that.
Do they like
And
you?
dumb.
Do they at least
your
like you?
ween could look
They're
like
good
poop.
at like pretending like they like me, I think.
They kind of put up with
They're
you.
good at pretending.
Like, I think they know that she could have done worse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
But they
at
were
least not like,
hoping for a little bit
I'm not a
better.
douchebag, but I'm not smart. So I'm like right in that range where it's like, hey, you're
You're
walking
walking-
better.
Yeah, you got
You're
a
a smart
master's.
boy.
You're
What
walking
are you
that
talking
fine
about?
line.
Yeah, I went to school. Does that make me smart?
Well, you
Maybe
got a
you guys are
master's.
dumb.
I'm still on academic probation at UVU.
In there, buddy.
Back in the Hall of Flags.
I have to go talk to a counselor before I can apply for another class.
Can you imagine being a 35-year-old man having to go talk to academic probation?
I legit,
Like,
I
you're
think I
younger
have
than I
to.
am.
And I can't go park there because I'll get booted because I have so many parking tickets.
A couple of these funny answers. So when is the time your kid roasted you? Brittany said her out again. Being late picking up my little girl from gymnastics. Apparently that is unacceptable.
Oh, no.
Jeremy Cooper told everyone I peed the bed as an adult after I got married and had a kid. That's roasted. This one, my kids have both said this to me. Dad, you should stop looking at your phone and play with me. Broke my heart.
Oh.
Broke my heart and ego. That's Taylor Murphy.
Yeah,
That
ouch.
one's lit me up. Oh, dude, you called him out.
He said it, dude. He put
I
his
guess
name.
he put it on social media.
Thought this
Yeah,
was a
that's
private DM. It's fine.
But
whatever.
Coco like learned. She said that like once. She's like, well, "Why are you on your phone?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll put my phone down." But now she like even tonight, you know, I'm like, "What'd you guys do today?" You know, and I'm like, "You guys were out there at their friend's house like all night." Like, you know, and they're like, "Well, you would have known if you weren't on your phone." I'm like, "Oh, you weren't even here, and I wasn't on my phone." Like she just uses it now all the time, and it's not funny. Anyways, yeah. So I feel like as soon as they notice you're on your phone, then that's when you're roasted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because then it just teaches them, like, yeah, you can just be, like, playing Nintendo 24/7 and be on an iPad or whatever.
Yeah, and I literally, that's why I was on the phone, because I was playing PUBG.
Little pubbing. Jake Butler, every time he swears, before anyone even asks him, he tells people he heard it from me. That's pretty funny. Kaylee Larson's 16. When my 7-year-old insults my age by saying, back when you grew up in the 1900s. Yeah, our girls say, Coco always says stuff like that to me, too. She's like, Dad, when you were little, did you guys even have cars? And, like, she'll just say stuff. I'm like, I'm not that old, dude. You know, like, so how did you watch movies? Did you have TVs back then?
Then you have to explain Blockbuster and rewinding the video cassette.
And then I
tapes.
always try to exaggerate and be like, dude, you're lucky you have this and this. I played with freaking rocks and sticks when I was little, you know? Like, we played outside, and if we couldn't find it on the ground, we couldn't play with it, you know? And then she just tries to enforce that. Dayton Jones saying I'm the only dad who doesn't work out at the gym.
That one would hurt. That one would hurt.
That's better than a belly comment.
Yeah, that's a gymnast. He takes his kid to gymnastics, and there's a gym in the gymnastics place. Like he works there. And he's the only one that just watches. And all the other dads go work out. How rough. Yeah, that's rough. Sorry, Dayton. I've had that one. The belly comment's probably just as bad.
That's too funny.
No other answers to that. Actually, I did want to read Allie Jones. Speaking of Dayton Jones, had an answer. Let me pull it up about the embarrassing.
How many apps?
That's so many apps.
Too many apps, boys.
How can you like?
So I don't even know how that works on an Android. How do you do that?
So Allie, this is back for the embarrassing one. I always forget these if they're like longer than they'll message me instead of put it in the little slot because it's too long. So she says, we were at a restaurant with outdoor seating, and this black guy and his little son walked right by us, and he said hi. And then after they walked past, Winsley said really loudly, "Mom, they look like Daddy Daycare." You seen Daddy Daycare with Eddie?
It's
Murphy?
Eddie Murphy.
It's
Dude,
too fun.
Eddie
It's actually
Murphy's
a great
black.
show.
I feel like that's gonna happen way more. Here
Yeah.
in
Well, so
Utah
living here,
County.
yeah. I mean, like it's very rare, right? And so one of Sloan's friends, their kid was like at Target, and they were in checkout, and he's like pretty young. He's like 3, like right when he just started talking. There's a black family next to him, and he just runs. The kid's wild. He runs out. He's like, "Mom, he's got a black face. He's got a black face." They're screaming. And I've been around this kid. He's very loud. And she said she literally just grabbed him, left her cart, and just like walked into the
Oh
clothing
my
and like, got
gosh.
lost in the clothing. You can't. I mean,
No, what do you do?
The kid doesn't know, but you're still too embarrassed.
So
it's like the whole fit thing. Like
Yeah.
people understand, but you're still like way too prideful and embarrassed, and you just like want a full sprint.
Yeah.
I had a buddy in high school that had like a big birthmark on his face, like
Yeah.
one of those big pink ones.
Yeah.
Side note, his nickname was Fry Sauce. Anyway,
No.
like kids always came up to him and stuff, like always.
Little
Like,
kids,
what's wrong
yeah.
with his face? And he
Yeah.
just like, what can you do?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He wouldn't be offended, but
that
probably went
age.
home and cried anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably true. Any other embarrassing stories?
I think
Nothing.
I'm good.
I think I'm good. You already dug yourself
I'm out.
and
I'm kind of regretting
in a
telling
pretty-
the ween story.
the whole weekend story.
It's all right. It looks like poo. It's fine.
I mean, yeah. I just talked about my privates, and
We'll
this is
just-
going to be on the World Wide Web.
We'll just start.
Is it
calling
brown?
you that around the office.
No.
Kind of brown down there.
I was gonna
I
say
don't
we'll
wanna
call
talk
you
about it.
We'll call you poop dick around the office, but that's probably
PD, baby. It was PD. No more JT. It's PD.
Oh, we'd probably get really lit up if we called you that.
AFPD.
Oh, all right, fellas. Thanks for coming on. It was a good time. We'll see you. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming.
See you.
Thank you.